Hello, my name is Eric Reese. We're here today to practice the Chinese art of Tai Chi Chuan, system of exercise, meditation, and self-defense. Work at your own level. 70% is the maximum. Do less if you're healing injuries. We do not take responsibility for your safety. That's up to you. Okay, let's go ahead and begin loosening up the wrists. Clasp the fingers, loosen, making circles. Listen for any odd sounds like crunching or crackling. We want to get some oil in the joints. So we want to do this regularly. And reverse. And relax. Okay, let's practice our deep diaphragmatic breathing for a moment. Place the hands over the abdomen and go ahead and breathe and expand the belly a little bit like it's a bellows, gently causing the air to draw down the nose and down. Imagine it going here. When you exhale, the ball deflates a little bit. You can even push it in gently with the hands to help that happen in the beginning. And you exhale and it comes out the nose as well. So we inhale, we should feel some movement on the hands. This method of breathing takes some practice. Exhale. So the hands are moving forward and back. Inhale, imagine the belly filling like a ball or a balloon. Exhale. So this is a good way to practice breathing whether you're standing or sitting in a chair, and you want to be able to naturally change to this kind of breathing when we practice our Tai Chi. It's called diaphragmatic breathing, also called abdominal breathing. The abdomen moves. Now let's see if we can maintain that while we're doing our exercises. So we're going to separate the feet a little bit, and this one is called holding the moon. That would be like I'm actually holding a small moon right in front of my body here. And we bring the hands up and push up gently. Make a big circle coming down. This is a very powerful Qigong exercise. Boosting the immune system, regulating digestion, other homeostatic functions of the body. So we're moving slowly. We have some focus on our breathing, which helps lead the mind into a meditative state. So the more we relax we get mentally, the better the benefits of health. People who practice meditation regularly have less chance of hospital visits. About a 55% less chance of cancerous tumors in the body, and over 75% protective benefit for the heart. Less risk of heart attack or hospitalization from heart disease. Realize those numbers are very significant. Just a few minutes of meditation every day can produce those kind of results. In Tai Chi and Qigong, we seek to meditate throughout the entire practice. So the start of learning to meditate is controlling the breath and practicing abdominal breathing. Then we clear the mind. Well, the mind will start to relax once we stop thinking about how to move our arms and our legs. So this is a very simple movement. Very easy to learn how to meditate on a simple movement. So there are a few key exercises in Tai Chi that we practice to learn how to meditate. Let's put the feet shoulder width apart, and let's do the first movement of the Tai Chi Form. What could be simpler than lifting the arms, turning them over a little bit, and then lowering the arms? Another Tai Chi practice for learning how to meditate, keeping it very simple. Already you might feel some tingling in the fingertips or some change of temperature in the hands. In fact, the more relaxed we become, the easier it is to feel the chi, the energy. Now be aware of your shoulders. Can you keep them down and relaxed while you lift your arms? So if you look at my shoulders, right now they're fairly relaxed. This is what they look like tense. So clearly I'm not using my shoulders to raise the arms. Instead, I'm imagining a string like I'm a marionette, and it lifts my arm from the wrist. Everything else is relaxed, including the shoulders. Maybe that image helps you. We really don't need to use the shoulders all the time, but we get in a habit of tensing shoulders, and then we're very achy and tired there by the end of the day. We often hold stress in that area of the body. So mindfully practicing, releasing the shoulders. You might even want to stand in front of a mirror for a minute or two and just watch. Make sure you're not doing any lifting or tensing. And all of this can be practiced in the chair as well. So if you're recovering from an illness or an injury, practice sitting in a chair. When we move the chi, it assists with the healing. We'll heal faster. Now let's do another one, also very good for meditation. The prayer wheel exercise. We've done this often on our show. Turn the right foot out, step forward with the left foot. The prayer wheel, also very gentle movement, very comforting. You know, as babies and small children, we were often rocked in the arms of a parent. So the prayer wheel is like that rocking motion that calms us down. We become relaxed. Prayer wheel. So we're just doing it a few times on our show. When you're on your own, see if you can do more repetitions. That will increase your overall body strength and health, but also spending more time on the exercise gives you more time to learn how to meditate while doing it. And relax. Let's change sides. Now see if you can feel if your belly's moving or not. Is it expanding with the in-breath? And is it relaxing with the out-breath? Now this is called normal breathing. Normal diaphragmatic breathing. A more advanced practice is to reverse the breath, where when we inhale, we pull the belly in. When we exhale, we allow it to expand. We call that reverse breathing. The opposite of what we do most of the time. In the beginning, just practice the normal breathing that we talked about today. better to learn reverse breathing from an instructor in person who can help monitor your progress as well as your safety. And relax it. So just to show you, reverse breathing would be I inhale, my hand goes in. Exhale, relax the belly goes out. Inhale, exhale. Reverse breathing. Okay, so when we're a little more advanced, we practice that. Let's go ahead and spread the feet apart. Now, the third Tai Chi movement or Tai Chi exercise that I like to practice, because it's very meditative and it's very simple to learn it, is wave hands like clouds. Up and down with the arms and turn. Up and down and turn, holding the shape. Up and down and turn. Now that the weather's getting warmer, see, we're entering spring now, and that's not an April Fool's joke because we're recording this on April Fool's Day. My supervisor didn't try to trick me when I walked in, so, but it's April Fool's Day. Very relaxed. Wave hands like clouds. And take a rest. And take a moment to feel into your hands. Can you feel blood moving there? In fact, do they look different? Did they turn a little darker? So sometimes they'll look a little blotchy. You'll see a dark area and a white area, blotchy. And the darker part is your blood. The lighter part is the chi. So you're getting chi and more blood into the hands. Better circulation. Okay, we're going to do knee rotations next. Let's separate the feet. Put the hands on the knees. This one's a little tougher than some of the others, so work very small circles in the beginning. 9 circles. Notice I'm not looking at the floor, but I'm looking forward. Reverse direction. Okay, very good. Shake it out. Okay, let's do some shifting of the weight and go back to wave hands like clouds. Now I'm going to take a step or so you may need to follow me here. But I'm going to move to my left, you're moving to your right. Step in. See if you can control your steps. Step out. So we can do this as a walking meditation now. And I'll just take 2 steps and go the other way. Step out. Notice how we have to control our weight on the supporting leg in order to go slowly. Wave hands like clouds. Stepping to your right. Step in. Step out. And to your left. And we want to practice and smooth that out. Okay, good. Now let's practice some other Tai Chi postures. stand on your right leg, hold an imaginary ball, step toward the corner and push. When you push, you're pushing out from the heart. As you push out from the heart, you lift the other arm and protect your head. Just go back and forth a few times. When we hold the shape of a ball, it's easier to feel the chi between the hands. So this is a fairly small shape. When we go bigger, it's harder to feel it. We have to become more sensitive. Here, you might start to notice, okay, so we've had two themes emerged in today's lesson, meditating and also feeling the chi. So the more we meditate, the more we feel the chi. We allow it to circulate and we become more sensitive to feeling it. Think of chi as your fuel. Well, for what? Your enjoyment of life. Why practice? Because practice makes you happier. You have a stronger immune system, better balance physically, mentally, spiritually someday. Holding the ball, push out from the heart, protect the head. And this posture is called Fair Lady Works the Shuttles. The shuttles, like an old weaving loom, we're imitating an action. So sometimes the old masters would observe nature, animals. They would enjoy people at work and at play and how they use their body. So this one is taken from watching people working the weaving loom. Sometimes it's called Fair Lady Weaves the Shuttles. Now this is a very basic self-defense movement. We're striking or pushing while we defend our head from a punch or a weapon attack. Somebody coming in to hit our head, protect. Now this is also a very important shape when we practice falling. So we learn how to fall, protect the head is the most important part of falling. Also, falling practice strengthens the entire body. Just doing Tai Chi and never actually practicing falling makes you more impervious to injury when you fall. Well, I'm not falling. Well, live a little longer and you'll start. Okay, because everyone who lives long enough is going to start a little habit of falling. Well, what are some ways to protect ourselves? Okay, I don't advise you doing what I'm showing you because the chair isn't very stable, but we need to do some kind of push-up exercise. So if you're going to use a chair, make sure it's stable and maybe against a wall. Or we would work lower. So you don't even need to get on the floor, but starting a push-up movement, keeping the body straight. You can think of keeping the body straight like an ironing board. Push-ups are very important. Probably the most important exercise. Is it Tai Chi? Is it Qigong? Absolutely. Push-ups, we always think of the body, oh, it's going to make my arms stronger. It's going to make my chest stronger. Push-ups actually works the entire body, makes the entire body stronger, also strengthens the heart and the lungs. Two major sources of health problems, right? So push-ups will strengthen those areas. We need to do push-ups because if we fall forward and protect ourselves from hitting our head, the arms shouldn't collapse, right? So if the arms collapse under our weight, we're still going to hit our head even though we put our arms out in front. So we need to get strong enough to hold our body weight up so when we fall, we still don't hurt our head because we're able to protect ourselves. It's very, very important. Okay, let's go ahead and practice another movement. let's practice. I'll turn this way. You're going to do the opposite of me. You're doing playing the violin. I'm doing playing the harp. Your left hand is forward. Your left foot is forward. Imagine you're holding somebody's arm. Pull them down. Pull them down. Just like you're yanking them right down to the floor. And you could do that if they grabbed you, right? So pull down. And why am I pulling my leg back? Because I don't want them to run into it and hurt my knee. So it's like being a bullfighter. The matador does not engage the power of the bull directly because he would always lose. The bull is stronger. So what does the matador do? He sidesteps and lets the bull charge past him. And then he pokes with the sword. So we're pulling them past us and getting our leg out of the way so they don't run into it. Make a circle. And let's just practice the circle. Oh, well, that's no big deal. That's easy. A lot of people think they're circling, but when I watch them in class, they're not really making circles. They're doing stuff like this. See, there's a straight line in there, which is not a circle. Circle, we have to practice. Loosen the shoulder, circle. Now, okay, what's the other thing about what we're doing? Right now, I have no weight on my front leg. Oh, okay, well, we just made it a little harder calling attention to that, didn't we? There's no weight on the back leg here. You could do it. No weight. That means you could kick. Okay, now there's still no weight on that leg. Keep the weight here. And now make 5 or 10 circles. All the weight on one leg as if you were standing with the other foot up in the air, but we'll just gently touch with the toe. And now you can see the exercise that's in the Tai Chi form. Offensive, defensive position, protecting my body. Step toward the opponent. Shift forward. And look at the arms separating. And the palms pass at the level of the heart, sending more healing chi to the heart muscle. Remember, the heart is a muscle. We need to make all our muscles stronger. Separate the arms. White stork cools its wings. Sometimes it's called spreads its wings. Now look, no weight on the front leg again. It's the other leg. So we had all the weight on the back leg here. Now we have all the weight on the back leg. It's the other leg getting stronger, getting stronger. As if you're standing like this. And the way a stork or a crane sometimes sleeps, they sleep, it looks like they only have one leg because the other one is tucked up somewhere that we can't see it. It's hidden in the feathers. So we're going to do it again. From playing the violin, which is the way you're oriented, you're going to pull down and pull the leg back so they don't run into it. Circle back here. Take a step. Shift forward while you're protecting your body. See, when I shift forward, it could also be a strike. Where do you think my target is if I'm hitting somebody that low? Can you guess? You don't have to say it out loud. How about here? If I go forward with the top hand, I could be hitting their face or their chest. Could strike with both hands or block with both hands. So, right? Now separate the arms. Can you feel the chi when the hands come close together? Let's listen for it. Is it getting too complicated? Did you forget all about your breathing? I'm reminding you, diaphragmatic breathing. And separate the arms. And we're imitating the bird, the stork, or the crane. Now I'm going to turn around the other way. You're playing the harp. See if you can do it with no weight on the front leg. And now we're strengthening our legs, and by doing that we improve balance, and by improving balance we prevent falls. weight on the back leg. Pull down. No weight here yet, not yet. Don't be in a hurry. Pull the foot back to the toe and make your circle. Let's practice our circle while we're standing on one leg. And the leg's getting stronger and it's getting healthier. Let's see if we can do it without locking the knee or the hip, but both are bent like springs. We're ready to spring into action in the spring of 2021. And we circle and step, shift, shift. Think of what you could be doing, blocking and or striking with either hand, with both hands, protecting yourself. Separate the arms. Let the palms pass close together without touching. White stork cools its wings. And now no weight in the front leg. The foot's touching on the toe. We could kick. And we're doing martial arts. Martial arts are the health arts. Stopping somebody when they want to hurt you is a health art. It's not a fighting art. Self-defense is a health art. If you get hurt or disabled, you have to spend a lot of time to heal. So it's a health art. To prevent a punch to your head, to prevent a kick to your knee is a health art. And that's why it's integrated into Tai Chi Chuan. Supreme Ultimate Fitness. Okay, so a couple things to practice. Let's do a little forward bending. Practicing a movement, we'll stylize it a little bit for the exercise. It's called needle at sea bottom. I'm going to lightly touch near my wrist. Front leg is empty again. And go down and forward a little bit. Don't let the hand go down lower than the knee, that's too far. But even here, could kick. Come up and down. So today we're working the legs a lot more. We've talked about meditation. We've talked about feeling the chi. Needle at sea bottom. It's like there's something on the bottom of the ocean. I'm going to go reach down and pick it up. Okay, and then we'll turn around and face the other way. Very light touch here. And needle at sea bottom. Like I'm reaching down as if somebody fell down. I'll say, may I help you up? And I'm going to reach down and take hold of their wrist and help them up. Needle at sea bottom. Could still kick. And that's why we practice. So we can kick, strengthen the leg, and relax. Okay. So let's separate the feet. Tai Chi circle breathing. Now remember, feel your abdomen moving. Get the breath unstuck. Breathe deeply. Slow it down. There are healing benefits to this breathing. We can heal allergies and asthma with diaphragmatic breathing. Other lung problem, bronchitis, heal the lungs. Be aware the emotion of grief is hurting the lungs. Too much grief, an extreme emotion. What does that mean? We shouldn't feel sorry when somebody passes away or something miserable happens in the world. There's a time for grieving, but we need to know when it's time to stop. So realize the impact on our organs in the body from extreme emotion, and have a good cry when you need to, and then stop and go about your day, right? So otherwise, too much, the excess is what's harmful. So pay attention to that. Keep strengthening lungs with your diaphragmatic breathing, so they're less prone to harm when we do tax them to their limit. And we will, because we're human. Okay, good job today. They must have looked at the clock and started making noise. So we'll go ahead and close up. I appreciate you being here. Make a fist with the right hand, cover the knuckles with the left, clap 3 times.